Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the GankTank on this new channel featuring all these people in the room. Feel free to say your names, or you can leave me hanging, whatever you want to do. Or they can leave me hanging, that works.
Are you going to introduce yourself?
I'm Phoenix, everyone knows who I am, I own the channel.
This is Big Tony.
This is Dark Knight for you.
And Flav is in some corner playing with himself.
Alright, so what are we talking about tonight, guys?
Tonight we're talking about the debacle that is Batman Origins multiplayer beta.
Multiplayer. Why did they have multiplayer?
That's not the worst of it, we'll get to that in a second.
Fair enough.
I hate Warner Brothers, just saying.
I want to go that far.
Fuck them. And there's Flo.
And there's Flo.
Okay, we tried to upload video of us in the beta, and apparently they didn't like it, so we don't have that film anymore. I'm not happy about it, and let's move on to multiplayer.
How was the multiplayer?
God awful.
Why?
The controls were clunky, the guns didn't hit, it was
glitchy as fuck.
Yes, it was. My gun disappeared in the only game I played, which is awful.
What team did you play on?
I was on Team Joker. I had no choice what team I was on. I was just glad I wasn't one of the superheroes because they never stood a chance.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that kind of... Well, first of all, a multiplayer in a game like that is ridiculous.
This is true.
You should never have a multiplayer in a game like that. Like, because Batman, for one, never uses guns. So, like, where is, in a multiplayer like that, you're going to get effed every single time if you're a superhero.
Yeah, that kind of happened a lot, especially since I ran into the worst Robin you've ever seen. So he'd, like, swoop down and get killed, and then swoop down and get killed again, and...
Yeah, no, I watched the video. I was the first view on there. I watched the video, and it was like every, 20 seconds or something. We got Robin! Yeah, we got Robin! Like, Joker just going off about how we got Robin. So it was ridiculous. But a multiplayer on a game like that, because I've only played Arkham Asylum. Is that the first one?
That's the first one.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And I mean, it seemed like a really fun game, but I mean, on a game like that, there's just no way that multiplayer would work. I mean, not in that sense, anyway. I would think something more along the lines of something like Crackdown, like an open world beta where you guys work together to thwart the enemies. But yeah, no, that just seems ridiculous to me.
I mean, on paper, the idea was cool, having two heroes facing off against two opposing gangs, and it's a cool idea, it just failed miserably. Not the least of which because my gun kept disappearing.
Right. Which, can be hindersome when you're in a multiplayer game.
Right, it's kind of hard to win a firefight without a gun.
Nah, you just have to be better.
And
all right, Dark Knight, what do you think?
I'm just tired of these franchises destroying in multiplayer because it's the new thing. I mean, if you look at Assassin's Creed, they didn't have multiplayer until, what, Brotherhood?
Yeah, something like that. One of the Ezio games.
And then it was God of War recently with Ascension. And here we are with the Batman franchise. And every time we throw multiplayer in, it just ruins it for me. There's no reason for it. I mean, co-op is cool, but I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. If you got something that's going good, don't ruin it with something else.
Right.
Granted, this is the same Warner Brothers that, doesn't have Rocksteady working on it. The team that came from nowhere and made Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, really good games.
I think it's because they're working on the next one right now.
I don't care what they're working on. They should be working on all of them.
I can't even think of the guy who plays Batman's voice. accidentally leaked that he was working on the next one with Rocksteady. So we know Rocksteady's doing something big, and they're taking an extra year to do it. So they needed some kind of filler, and that's why I think they're having this. I have no clue. Who's making it anymore?
If I recall, it was actually the team that did Brink.
Oh, gosh.
You know, another game that had a cool idea that failed absolutely miserably.
Yeah, the concept was cool. The execution was poor.
An old splash
I never
damage.
played that one. Is that a PlayStation game?
No, you can play it on Xbox.
Okay. I saw it once, but I never played it.
I just multiplayer just tends to ruin things, unless it's an MMO or the game has already had multiplayer integrated into it long into its early stages, like Call of Duty and things like that.
Agreed.
What does Flo think?
Fuck Warner Brothers.
All right, so what's next for us then?
What's next? Well, I've canceled my pre-order for Batman Arkham Origins, so they're not going to get that free advertisement.
Except for what you just said.
Oh no, we've already talked about how bad it is, so that's the end of that.
Okay. What's next? How much time do we have?
How much time do we have?
Yes.
Have as much time as we want.
He's got to go to bed.
Snickering back there.
Well, what's Flo doing?
About to go to bed.
If you think they could fix all the bugs in the beta, would it be worth it or not?
Whenever the mechanics, the actual walking mechanic is so bad, it's not just a bug, it's the fact that you walk so poorly. It's like a really cheap version of Gears of War.
Okay, so if they destroyed everything on their hard drives and their servers and started from scratch, would it be better than what it is now?
Yes.
Okay.
They could allocate all that extra stuff to the main game, main campaign. There's no way they could make that thing that much better.
Gosh, I love that series. I was like, oh, man. I cry every time I play it. Like, it's so beautiful.
What do you think, Flo?
Well, what?
Anything?
I hate it all.
Very helpful. Your
Is there
insight
anything
is
else?
invaluable.
Well, I mean, what other things do we want to talk about? Do we want to talk about the state of the channel at the moment, or other games, or what?
You see the Xbox unwrapping that I sent you, Big Tony?
I'm so good.
Yeah, it was orgasmic.
Oh my gosh.
I actually got excited.
Orgasms.
Great. We've got one guy talking about being gay, the other one's talking about being orgasmic.
Dude, I had to listen to all you and Chris nerdgasm for like an hour about Halo shit.
Halo.
And all those fucking gamer tags for like an hour. Reminiscing about the past and nerdgasming, dude. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, gamer, what are you talking about? Like all the new friends list or something?
Nobody would know what I'm talking about, and I would say this name and that name.
Yeah.
Meatwad. Well, didn't he not even get that shit to a 50, and he still reps that?
I think so. Oh.
I'm just gonna say, Rita Ledham's a vagina.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Vita Ledham. We're sorry you couldn't be here to defend yourself.
You big gay Asian, you.
Yeah, all that hostility he was pointing out earlier, it's kind of non-existent tonight.
Indeed.
I hope getting drunk was worth this.
Is that the guy who's on with the backhoe or whatever?
What?
On with the backhoe?
Yeah, well, the guy that was, who was that that was talking forever in the deep voice? James Earl Jones, whatever his
Oh,
face.
no. That was his dad.
Okay.
No, Christian's the other guy in our group. He's in Seattle. Right? Is that who we're talking about?
Oh,
I believe so.
Why is he laughing then? I'm confused.
oh man. The guy with the deep voice talking about a backhoe.
Oh,
He was talking about, backhoe all day. I'm all tired, all hard work, and he's sitting there diddling on the video game.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That was Phoenix Senior.
Okay, I didn't know who that was.
yeah, that was his dad. He's funny.
Yeah, he is.
Now,
Oh,
Now,
Lady
talking-
Phoenix says he hasn't
talking
earned the
to
name
Phoenix.
Phoenix, so we're gonna refer to him as the old man.
The old man.
yeah. So talking to Phoenix, he did tell me before I ever met his dad that his dad was older. He didn't, in fact, tell me how much older.
Very
So
old.
when I walked into his house the first time, I was not expecting what I saw, and so but yeah, he's an old guy.
82-year-old man.
And so it took me by surprise, but yeah, he's
about to be.
83 in a couple days.
you have a grandpa, he talks a lot, whatever. It's same thing.
Oh. Except this guy goes to bed early, like at 6, so he can wake up and be awake when I get off work to come talk to me.
Oh yeah.
And then goes back to bed to get up at the crack of dawn so he can go work on whatever.
Yeah, he still works. That's
That's what I gotta
freaking
go
crazy. I hope I'm not working at 83.
I hope to be dead by 83.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Said he hopes to be dead by the time he turns 83.
Yeah.
Be dead by the time I turn 60.
Yeah, probably, because you're smoking on those cancer sticks.
Ooh.
Smoking doesn't cause cancer.
Kids don't smoke.
Smoking doesn't cause cancer.
Nope.
You can't get pregnant from having sex.
Hey, I have an argument for smoking though.
Oh.
Here we go.
Man,
You okay back there, Lady Phoenix?
you know what? Just because of that, I need to go smoke a cigarette.
Oh. She thinks she pulled a muscle. That's great.
She hear that?
Which part?
Getting pregnant or whatever, or what?
Yes, that's why she pulled a muscle laughing.
Awesome. Ugh.
Now that I think about it, this actually marks Dark Knight for You's debut on the channel.
That is true.
Yes, it is. Considering our failed Let's Play yesterday.
Why did I fail?
Because
I
their
should say my
recorder only
failed
worked for 10
Let's
minutes.
Plays.
Because you have a PC.
Man, Anthony, get a better recorder.
Yeah, well, I don't want to pay the money yet. Well, not that I don't want to pay it. I don't have the money yet. Let's put it that way.
We would have had the money had Neil.
Not turned down $10,000. Thanks, Neil.
Yeah, you guys are all welcome.
You know what I could do with even $200 right now?
Buy my Xbox?
Exactly. Neil, you bastard.
And with that, let's wrap it up. Someone else do the close.
Come back next week for another edition of PTV Podcast.
And fuck Warner Brothers. And that's Flo, not the rest of the team. I don't give a fuck.
No sleep for the jalapeno counting. 1 jalapeno, 2 jalapeno. I want jalapenos now. Very, very good. Baked and it has cheese and it's all tasty. Tell me, is that my jalapeno? Jalapeno? You are mine because you are so yummy and delicious. Jalapeno, jalapeno. Yeah, yeah, yeah.